I'm a biologist with a master's degree in natural resources from here. And today I'm retired. However, for 30 years I worked in natural areas management. And one of the big challenges was balancing public access with resident wildlife's privacy needs so that both groups could peacefully coexist. So my remarks today are just going to focus on wildlife, and particularly these three species. They're the best indicators of when our higher elevation landscapes are in good order, ecologically resilient. They all require a big area to live in, and they don't do well with us. They need more privacy. So it's the bear, the bobcat, and the last one's a fisher. You may never have seen them in Vermont, and that's because they don't do well with lots of us around. I'd like to offer two specific design considerations, and I'm focusing on the wind turbines because they tend to be up in the ridges, which are very important wildlife corridor routes for these animals and others. In a warming world, they're going to need those travel routes. So any impact on a ridge in Vermont, it's really taking away a precious resource. I'm not against it per se, but I think we have to do them right. And with two design considerations, I think we might be able to strike a balance where they won't leave and we can have wind turbines. They shouldn't be on all ridges, but I don't think that's in the cards anyway. And wherever they are on a ridge, we should demand the developer have the smallest footprint impact on the ridge and its environs. Don't allow big roads. We don't have to take those for granted. Maybe they can helicopter in the heavier equipment and have the wind turbines on a smaller scale, more a Vermont scale. And then that way you can leave the south-facing craggy features that we don't have a lot of them, but bobcat really rely on them. We can also leave more of the forest intact, which helps us all fight global warming. The second demand that for any future turbines on the ridges, I would hope would be that the roads they put in don't become public thoroughfares. I'm not saying reduce existing uses, but make sure that there just aren't a lot of people introduced to an area that had formerly been remote. This week in the Free Press, I don't know if you saw it, and here's the new part, it was reported that the state of Maine took a first step at approving one of the nation's first offshore wind turbines off Booth Bay Harbor. The project is a 3-megawatt wind turbine on floating spar buoy structures, this is from the article, tethered to the seabed in 460 feet of water. And my question to the commission is, should we perhaps be looking at Lake Champlain as a suitable place for wind turbines, even instead of ridges? The lake is more than 100 miles long, over 10 miles wide. And the most important thing perhaps is that it's at its deepest point, it's more shallow than what they're doing at Booth Bay. So conceivably, you could have the wind turbines well off of the shoreline. And who knows, maybe New York's already looking at this. But with wind turbines on the lake, there wouldn't be any forest or wildlife disturbed. The lake is already in public ownership. If you'd like a copy of that article.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So next up, Michael Pendleton and